I may be a rising phoenix in the music industry, but hunty, I am the star of my own reality. Come on, y'all, get us a shot in, honey. It's these it's mine. Oh, that's my Red Bull. It's these pre-reunion shenanigans, honey. You know, last year we had. Now that ain't no shot. Okay, I thought it was like bags. You know, your shots, bags. No, it's them crystal shots. It's the crystal shots for me. Psycho. Okay, so this is to you know, I really am genuinely speechless about today. Yeah, like just about this outcome of the season, like just from everything. I am genuinely speechless from like just the work that's been put in and to like Black Girls work. So this is to y'all for sure. Doing what y'all supposed to do, and for real, me and Anthony really do appreciate y'all. I know he's an asshole and I'm a bitch. So
we just can put Mr. and Mrs. in front of that.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
That's it.
So, Cheyenne, this is your first reunion. How are you feeling?
Nervous as fuck. But you know what? It's all gonna turn out because, you know, I did what I was supposed to as a, what's it called? I don't want to say contestant. As a guest on the show. So, you know, I ain't worried about it. And whoever got something to say, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions.
Okay, I'm really looking forward to that. So, there's been some changes today with who's gonna show up. How do you feel about that so far?
Disappointed a little bit. A little disappointed just because I expected it to be a reunion. A reunion is a reunion, and it's down to 3 of us, 4 of us, you know. But you know, it's cool. We all go. It's gonna turn out good. You know, who's supposed to be here is here. Who didn't show up? Shit, y'all was just scared at this point.
Okay. I heard it from Marnucci.
That's all I'm saying.
We love it. We love to hear it. Okay. Where is Robin? I think Robin might be. Let's see what Robin is. Hey, Robin.
Hey, girl.
I'm here to check in with you, see how things are going. How are you feeling about your second reunion?
I'm OG. I'm feeling good. Anthony made me take this shot. Lord.
They brought you back.
Good. I'm ready to get dressed. I'm ready to talk my shit. I'm ready to, what else? Spill some tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do y'all see the snapback?
Ooh, girl.
Oh,
Baby, where? You see that?
2 kids.
Oh, 2
Okay,
kids.
Robin, 2 kids, and the seat where?
Come to play.
Okay.
One coming to play, honey. What you talking about this dress on?
Ooh, snatch. So I just one quick question though, So there's been some changes and shakeups with today. So how are you feeling about the shakeups today?
I like it. I really expected a lot more people to be here, or at least I don't know. I don't like it, but I mean I'm here, so I can only speak for me.
All right. Well, thank you, Robin. We look forward to seeing you all dressed up and ready for the reunion, girl. How you feeling, Mr. White?
On the bitch and shit, okay?
How you feeling, Mr. White? How you feeling?
You know, better as ever, ready to go, get this over with, ready to see, who's gonna show up. But I did get some news today that Sable wasn't showing up. Huh?
Oh, okay, so what happened?
Honey, she claimed she got a family emergency, honey, but I think she was just scared because she was gonna be in the hot seat today. So she said that I was full of a lot of shit, but she's full of shit.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we talked about it today on Tropical 4 because I had lots to say to her today, and I was gonna just leave it at that. But she do know now that the door is closed.
All right, Miss
Close.
Leaks. All right, Miss Leaks.
Close.
All right.
Enjoy it.
Okay, I see things are getting ready for the reunion. We are ready. The sets are set for today. Okay, that's my seat. All right, y'all.
Let's go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season 2 reunion of For the Life of Anthony. I'm your host and executive producer, Bria L. Amos. Let's check in with our cast to see how everybody's doing. Robin, how are you today?
I am great. Happy to be here.
How does it feel to be at your second reunion?
Ooh, I'm an OG. You hear me? OG. Okay.
Period. Cheyenne,
Hey.
it's your first reunion.
It is.
How are you feeling today?
Good. I'm ready to, see what's going on.
Okay. You got any predictions on what you think is going to happen today?
Truth, just being honest. Some laughs, I'm sure. I'm just hearing everybody's side of everything.
Okay, love it. Ebony, too cool, is in the building. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's good to see you. Did you know you were gonna be here today?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's
Oh.
And last but certainly not least, the man of the hour, Anthony. How are you feeling today?
You know me, better as ever, honey. Ready. I see somebody didn't show up today, but I'm just ready to go anyway.
So I'm glad that you stated that. So as you can see, we are a few cast members short. We started the season with a lot of people, and here we are at the reunion, and you see who you see. We did have a late cancellation today with Sable. She had a family emergency, so she cannot be here with us today.
That's what she say, honey.
We'll be sure to talk about that later. So, this season was truly a jungle ride. We've seen the jungle start out solid, then turn into foes by the end of the season. Let's look at some footage from the entire season, okay? It's right behind me. Fly. Why happened this year? Let's get into it. So much happened this year. Let's get going. All right.
You really, and if you eat tilapia, you daddy roach.
I know Brady looking that far, okay?
Okay.
The nails gave you away at the airport.
But the plane was away, honey, because for number one, some old lady. I know I love the elderly, honey, but they really do hold up the airport situation sometimes, especially the ones that's in the wheelchair and they gotta go through TSA and everything like.
Problems come with it. You know, the more shit happens to it, more money, more problem. That's what they see. Shit, the way I see it, more haters, more trouble. Drink up, nigga!
I went to Springdale, Ohio, yes, for the authentic Mexican food, honey, because of authentic Mexican food. It's fire, honey. You don't go pull up at Taco Bell, honey. You don't go pull up nowhere else, but go get you some real Mexican food, okay? Stomach is hurting and stuff. That's for me, okay? Period.
What y'all gonna do? What you gonna do? What y'all gonna do? For the sake of me, what y'all gonna do? Now it's on me now. What y'all gonna do? I'm gonna be in her presence.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't gotta be cool or we don't gotta be besties or nothing like that. Like,
We're gonna do this vegan style tonight, hunty. Vegan style.
I don't remember. It was something that he did or something that he said, and I'm like, damn, that was it.
That is Anthony in nigga form.
It's going to be because I don't like the double. We're going to do double. Oh.
I know it's okay. It's fine.
Everybody like doubles, and he gonna put no doubles.
Okay. No doubles. Somebody at the door.
I don't think that my house rules for the Uno game was difficult for anybody to understand. I just think that nobody just didn't want to play my way. You guys, you know, the celebrity is coming along, hunty, okay? Come on through with the BMW, Anthony. Come through with the BMW, Anthony. Come. Well, yes, I do have a new BMW. That I wanted to give y'all a brief, maybe like 20 to 30 minute snippet of what's yet to come for me for music, since some of you have, you know, shaded me and said that he deals with auto-tune, and you bitches don't know that I don't even do auto-tune. How about that? And then too, so I am welcome to Atlanta, honey. I'm very excited to be back in the ATL, honey, with the peaches beside, honey.
Period.
And the girls is ready.
Let's make a toast. Toast to Buki for going after his dreams and for his first video. And it's only up from here.
It's only up from here, honey. Up. If it's up,
Then it's up, then it's up, then it's stop.
right. Here's the box. Girl, I mean, I can't help it now. Shit, what you want me to do? Wiggle and wobbly? Yeah, we feeling it. Booty,
I'ma say no, only because Anthony, you can't drive. Like you in Atlanta with Atlanta traffic, you're accustomed to their driving. So I'm gonna tell you, my love, you cannot drive.
Wow. Everything that does not pertain to putting my energy into my craft and what I'm doing right now. And I know that I have to deliver. I'm on time. I'm on money. I just have a lot, you know, invested into myself. So I'm not about to sit here and let people, because that's who they are.
I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. But I just can't keep still. No.
All right, boys. All right. So, how did it feel seeing the season? First reactions. How did y'all feel watching some clips from the season?
Start them on.
For me, it was good. I mean, I enjoyed seeing it. I've seen it all.
Anthony you could just tell he's happy. Like in Atlanta, Atlanta makes him happy. And you see that.
For me, it's like, because I wasn't in a lot of the events. So being able to see it, it's like, oh, okay, I see the backstory behind it. It's like just the clips, though. It's like, okay, I see what's getting ready to happen. So.
I ain't get ready to be folding no tissues up, but you know, just me seeing this, it kind of makes me a little teary-eyed. But I'm not trying to be in here and crying.
Stop it.
Oh, it's okay. It's your life, shit. Your life.
So we ain't even 10 minutes in.
This happy tears. Go ahead, boo.
It just makes me, happy to be really doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
that's really great to hear. So I guess it kind of leads me into my first question. What was it like filming season 2? So I was a part of season 1. I was a cast member in season 1. So I definitely know what it's like to, I guess, be cognizant of yourself on camera. So tell me, how did it feel coming back for season 2 or coming back for coming for your first season? What was it like actually, you know, going out to film each time? Robin, on top of you.
So for me, it was more natural. Like, I feel like season 1 was kind of, okay, what's going on? Like figuring everything out, figuring out everybody. But now it's just like, fuck it. It's real, raw TV. So just be yourself. Whatever happens, happen. What's said is said. Like, it was more natural for me. And just having the experiences, and now I feel like it's turning into memories. So it'll always be something that we can look back on regardless. Good, bad, friends here, friends lost. It's memories.
and exactly what you said for your first season, like figuring everything out. That's how it was for me. Like, I'm not Anthony. No, I am not a front in the camera. No,
I'm the same way.
That's not me. So being, like you said, cognizant of yourself being on camera, it's very different because you want to portray yourself as being natural, like you are being natural, but at the same time you're like, okay, I know it's the camera. It's something recorded. Let me watch what I say. Let me watch how I like my mannerisms and what I do. So that's how it was for me being on this season, and not being able, like I said, not being able to be in a lot of the episodes sucked. But those few that I was in, it's very different being on camera. Different.
Yes. But at least we can get our facts, because what's said on there is what's said on there. So ain't no taking it back.
Right.
True.
Question though, like, so Ebony, this is a question for you. Seeing that everyone else who's sitting here was able to do like confessionals this season, do you feel like not doing confessionals like leaves a part out from like your perspective? When it comes to things?
Nah. This is his life. Okay, I'm just here because shit. Y'all asked me to be here, and I was part of season 1, so I'm gonna be here. You feel me? Like,
but you were definitely a part of season 2 for a long period of time. From the first time that we started filming to the Zoom call, that was a lot. That was a lot to film to not and go to me. For me personally, whether or not if we did have when we did, we'll get to that later on. But the whole falling out situation, like. For me personally, I still would have went and did my confessionals, because if I would have did 1 or 2 episodes, I'm like, there's no need for me to do it.
Right.
But you did majority of the episodes.
I'm not gonna speak for anybody, but did you feel like you could come and do confessionals?
I mean, honestly, I just feel like it wasn't no point for me.
It wasn't no point. Okay.
But do you feel like so you've seen the show? Do you feel like people's perspective of you, because we didn't see your side of the story or what happened, do you feel like, okay, no, the facts ain't straight?
The facts definitely ain't straight.
I told her from the jump she needs to come speak her piece.
Yeah, she being on me. But I mean, shit, it is what it is. I honestly don't give a fuck. And people that know me know what's up. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I honestly don't give a fuck. For real.
Okay. So, we'll get more into that later on. But I just definitely wanted to kind of know how it felt like seeing that you did confessionals the first season and you didn't have them this season. So, question for everybody, especially you, Anthony. Do you feel like anybody put on for the cameras this season? Like, seeing that we're into it. We did a good 12 episodes season 1. You have people. Season 2 was a total shift from season 1. So does anyone feel like people were doing different things for the camera this season versus last season?
Yes, I do. And I can say that a little bit, like, I'm always at least try to check myself a little bit. But, like, I'm going to be honest, I was born for this shit. And so with that being stated, on or off camera, I'm giving Anthony. So I do know that for myself, I might have said some fucked up shit. I knew the camera was there, but sometimes you get lost. Because I'm a realist. So I get lost and forget, oh shit, the cameras is sitting over there, or the cameras is there, or we are feeling, because I get heavy in the conversation and forget about a whole goddamn camera being over there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know for me, I'm always be authentic on or off camera. I can say the same thing to everyone sitting there today that I can't say on the camera, and I can say off camera too. Yeah, we do extras be said on camera sometimes. I agree. A little bit of extras do be said on camera a little bit more than what they should be, but it's real raw reality. You get what you get. But honestly, to put on a little bit, to say, do I feel like people put on for the camera a little bit? I do. And she's not here to defend herself, but I definitely do feel that voice turned up a notch, knowing that she was not majority on season 1, but when she was majority on season 2, I feel like that when she knew that we were filming, I feel like she was, giving a little bit extra, so a little bit more than what she normally would do.
People think people are putting on for the cameras. These faces say that there are a lot of thoughts.
A lot of thoughts. And, I'm going to speak mine, honey.
I'm going to ask every time I see a face, because
I'm going to say because it's always more to the fucking story. Like, regardless of what the situation is, it's always more to the story. And when you look at the TV, when you look at people's reactions or hear what they're trying to say, and then you see them or hear them in person, it's just like, all right, that's why I said we got facts.
So, favorite parts of the season so far, like, anybody? I can say y'all mine.
The video.
So Robin said the video is her favorite.
The video is probably one of my favorites too. The video and his family reunion, or whatever it was. It wasn't a family reunion, but your little get together.
The 4th of July. It was the 4th of July. Movie they came down for the 4th of July.
I love that episode. Like, just seeing, because it's like everybody looks at you and they see the production side. They see Anthony doing his, reality show. They see Anthony doing his business. But they forget that Anthony is he's a person. Not just the person, but he's a person. He has family. He has, other things that he does outside of, your professional side. So to see that, it's just like, oh, yeah, he's one of us. He has family that comes down to Atlanta and spends time with him, So that was one of my favorite episodes.
Is that my favorite part of the whole entire season? It's just seeing everybody's growth. Seeing everybody, grow from season 1 to season 2, whether things, transpire between people or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just the growth that some I seen growth, some I seen some I seen just still stand still. Nothing is growing about you, but seeing ones that I've been on there, like we've all really, everybody try to say, oh yeah, it's called For the Life of Anthony, but like I brought my friends along the journey too to share, their business adventures or whatever they're doing in their lives too. Like, that's why I created this show. Yeah, I might be the face, but still, like, they see you doing your stuff. They know who you are in my life. They know who you are in my life, and they know that Bria's executive producer, also my best friend. But they see all of that. But it's just like, I just really liked the growth this season. I seen a lot of growth. I seen me doing a lot more than what people are used to me just doing this and not producing. And they was just like, damn. Like, he put an EP out in June. This motherfucker turned around in July and did a video. Like, this shit was back to back. Like, won't stop, can't stop. I'm gonna say. And it's only up there for next, honey. I'm just ready to get in there, honey.
We dancing this season.
Oh yes, we're in the groove. We in there.
So was there any surprises this season? I was surprised.
I was surprised.
I was shocked by a lot this season. Personally, as a viewer and someone who was there for a lot of things.
Can I stop?
Y'all weren't shocked by anything because.
So, I honestly was taken back by me and Ebony, me and Will, me and Royce. It was like it all was a chain. Hoop. Y'all know I said it on live. Like, my biggest shocker was between me and Ebony. That really hurt my feelings. Like, I might not show it, but I may wear it on my shoulders. Okay, something wrong with Anthony, but I don't want to talk about it. I just sometimes like to talk about my feelings because I feel like when motherfuckers ain't listen to me, I'm gonna get even more shittier. So I'm just like, let me just not talk about it. So that was the big shocker for me because everybody knows that me and Ebony are very close. That was the biggest shocker for me. Like, I wasn't expecting it, but also too, I had to check myself and realize that you did do it. You did go hard. You went hard, like, for no reason. But after us talking, clear the air. Yeah, it was both. It was a communication error.
Any other people shocked by things this season? I know everybody was shocked by something.
I would agree. Your miscommunication between the two of y'all. That was a shocker for me because, like I said in my confessionals, when you saw Anthony, you saw Ebony. When you saw Ebony, you saw Anthony. Like, every time I came over for dance practice, who was walking in the door 5 minutes later?
Okay.
Right. Sitting on the couch.
Right. Sitting on the couch. That's what I was like. So when that happened, I was just like, oh, they'd be cool. They'd be cool in the next month or so, next couple of weeks, and it wasn't that, So that was a big shocker for me, but everything else, whatever.
So yes,
for me.
Obviously I was shocked by that situation, and I did in fact reach out to Ebony. But as far as the Will situation, the Roy situation, I seen that coming. Like, that didn't shock me at all. And I mean that in a lot of ways, like the most humble way possible. I mean that, like, didn't shock me at all. But that was a shocker. And then just this recent situation. But other than that,
I was waiting because that shocked me.
Yeah.
Like, I think that coming from a production side of things, everybody shows up differently. Everybody shows up differently when they're supposed to, when they have obligations and things. And so it's been pretty consistent the way people have shown up, because they've shown up the same way they've shown up either in season 1.
Right.
But I think the biggest shock for me is today. I just feel like there were people who have been a part of this show since day one, and I'm not just talking about Sable. I'm not scared to say names.
Right.
I'm not just talking about Sable.
Right.
But I just feel like there are people who have been a part of this, who have talked big game about this show, has acted like they wanted to be a part of this show. Just the surprise to me, from like I said, from a production side of things, was that you had people speak so highly of what they wanted to do and how they wanted to show up for this show, but then when it came to put your money where your mouth was closed and banks was dry. So
I would agree with that.
That was my surprise.
I would agree with that. Like how the turnout was for today. I expected a lot more people to be here. People who said that they were going to be here, and they're not.
But it just honestly and I'm gonna say this too, and then we can move on. But it just really goes to show who, no matter what we go through or what's being said amongst each other, motherfuckers know I'm gonna show up. Motherfuckers, I don't care who you are. I don't care about it being because
let's move on, because Anthony does like to run his mouth, and as we all know, Anthony running his mouth comes with great laughter, attitude, and sass.
Yeah.
So let's watch some of Anthony's sassy, crazy moments with his good girlfriends.
What the fuck we done did? Right there. It's just comfy.
This easy.
I had so much fun tonight. Oh my god. I will never do stuff like that. And it's and then especially too when just last year. Yeah. Come on now, and then now you're ready to get on one knee, honey. Girl, bye. Girl, the fuck bye.
Girl, what's fast?
It's her. Look at her. Okay.
It's me.
Yeah. Come on, take a little shot. Come on.
Okay, the little shot. Oh, happy birthday, boo.
Happy birthday. Thank you. Love you too. These shorts keep rising up.
You want a hat?
So, Anthony.
Yes?
How would you describe your friendship changes this year?
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. In that order. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, because when I say that, you know it's a saying, right? It ain't that I'm having sex or drugs and, we doing rock and roll with each other and whatnot. It's just that, when you got a combination of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, it's a world. It's mind-toggling. So therefore, this season for me, it was just where's everybody at? Hello. That's how I felt. I was like, damn, where's everybody at? Appreciate the consistency and the ones that are here. But it was where everybody at? So I just felt like it was, it was a transition for me, and I just feel like I was looking at the transition between to see if I pick up myself and move, are you gonna be there for me still? You gonna talk to me on a daily? A text message, even if it's just a 5-minute phone call, I'm just checking on you, and I appreciate it. I look at shit like that. I just don't always, I'm always a reach out, call somebody, do this or that. What you doing? I'm thinking about you, but I'm miles away by myself, no family, so I'm down there doing my thing. So it's just some did and some didn't, but it was just it was a whirlwind with sex, drug, and rock and roll for me this year.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Robin, how would you describe your personal friendship with Anthony?
Man. Anthony get on my goddamn nerves. Now, I love him. I don't know. I feel like through this, we've gotten closer. I'm always like about him. Like, are you okay? Like, mentally, are you okay? Like, we see this stuff all day long. Like, anybody can have their own perspective of him, but me and him, we understand each other. Like, and I feel like we're growing together, and it's doing nothing but making our friendship stronger. That's my boo.
So, I'm gonna come back to this question. How would you describe your friendship with Anthony, Ebony? Like, everyone has said, you know, you saw Anthony, you saw Ebony. You personally are the only person who can come to my house without Anthony telling me ahead of time. Okay. Because everybody else is just like, who the fuck you bringing to my crib? But everybody's like, oh, that's good. Bring it out. But so, tell me, how would you feel about you and Anthony's relationship changes this season?
Relationship change, I don't honestly think it changed. I personally don't think it changed. I don't know how you feel, but yeah, I mean, shit happens. Family argue all the time. I'm into my own blood cousins all the time. I don't talk to motherfuckers. It's been a couple of years since I talked to them. They still my family. Shit, it is what it is.
I love that.
Now I'm a different type of family, honey.
Fuck you.
You ain't great. It ain't gonna be no 2 years. You ain't gonna talk to me, honey. I ain't ditched we. It ain't that deep. Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. What?
You live here. We ain't talked yesterday.
Girl. Okay. Period, honey. Okay.
Okay. Because we was like, doesn't Ebony?
Right.
So, Cheyenne, do you feel like your presence has like filled any spaces this season? Do you feel like it was hard for you to like break in? I know you've had an established friendship with Anthony, but seeing that you were new this season, did you feel like it was hard to like penetrate the established friend groups or the established relationships that were building amongst the group?
No, I don't think so, because the people who are here right now, we've had previous relationships. Like, I danced with Robin, you know. We went to high school together. Same for Ebony. Not dancing. But I don't dance. But we went to high school together, you know.
Dance on me, though.
Ebony and I have a friendship that has developed over the years, minus what y'all have going on, you know. And even you and I, like, even though we weren't close, being in a situation with Anthony, I've gotten to know who you are, you've gotten to know who I am. At the end of the day, nobody else matters. They're not here. I don't care to make a friendship with anybody else because it wasn't put forth towards me. Like, did nobody come and knock on my door? Did nobody text or call me and say, hey, you know, this is a newbie on the season. Let me see how she's, you know, coming out. Those people who did reach out are here in this room. So that, at the end of the day, that's the only friendship I care to. At the end of the day, like I said, those people who are here is all that matters.
You get to know.
I didn't care to penetrate anybody's friend group because at the end of the day, it's about Anthony. Now, whether we fill out or whether we fill out, that it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's about Anthony. Anthony's the one that brought me on. Okay. Nobody else. Effort.
All right, so that was a great segue into our next segment. So, as you all know, we have a new cast member this season, aka Cheyenne, the first face of the season. The viewers was eating Cheyenne up in a positive way. They loved what Cheyenne had to give this season. Like, Shorty was a little shady. So let's look at Cheyenne.
Lord, that little woman in the clip. I'm so saying.
For me. So like I said, I'm quiet. A lot of his friends match his energy, which is great for him, but for me, it's different. That's why.
Like, is it too much?
When I first walked in, yes, it was overwhelming because, again, I'm kind of like a black sheep. You know, I stick to myself, but I adapt as well, and there hasn't been anyone I've necessarily had any issues with. Like, I'm all about matching other people's energy. So if they can match Anthony's, this means I have to match theirs, but remain who I am at the same time. Can I get your take? Taylor's friend dynamic. I think it's off. I think she's with Anthony when she wants to be with Anthony, and not all the time, if that makes sense. Like, got his back, voice as the calling on, but I was also just, I can't even describe the feeling, because when I'm sitting, when I was on, I could hear Anthony so upset, but then it turned quickly to, what about me? What about me? What about, it's not about you. So I was sitting there, I'm not gonna say I was laughing, but I was just kind of like shocked, I guess. I'm up to it. You know, I'm not scared. I hold my own, especially in our friendship. So, like I had stated earlier, we all have different personalities, and I'm not scared to meet any of them. I'm interested to know who he hangs out with, and you know how they uplift him and what they bring to the table. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Cheyenne. You definitely came this season and you definitely delivered. So, what was it like for you? Thank you. Let's all give Cheyenne. Cheyenne came and she gave it to us this season. So, what was it like seeing yourself on camera?
Weird. Definitely weird. Like I said, I'm not a camera person at all. To hear myself speak, to watch my mannerisms and how I respond to questions is definitely different. So it was interesting seeing that and how I answer the questions, because you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm the first confessional.
He was.
So to look at it and to look at my second confessional, I'm just like, okay, I like how I answered it was totally different, but I answered it well, so I'm proud of myself.
Okay, right.
Look, my eyes are already small, so
everybody's favorite
right. See?
Okay.
So Anthony, I have to ask you, what made you add to the already full cast? No, I'm serious. I mean, it's called For the Life of Anthony, so all you need is Anthony.
Right.
So you already have a bunch of other people. Mm-hmm. What made you add to an already full cast?
Because I personally, like I said, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to say it. I knew everybody wasn't gonna make it. Mm-hmm. I knew, like, and some shocked me. You know, some shocking, but I just knew that like everybody wouldn't make it. So let me just get some strong, vital people that I know that will stick it out through the end, regardless. You know what I'm saying? So like that was my whole thing was like, I just knew that everybody, you know, wasn't gonna make it. And I had already had my people in my back of my head that wasn't gonna make it, of course. But like I said, three of them aren't sitting here. Or 4 of them ain't sitting here. Those are the 4 that I definitely did not think who was going to make it the rest of the season. Like I knew, I was really shocked. Royce made it. Whole season. She Anthony, made it. Yeah, that was different. I was hurt. That's a family. That's like for real. Even though we blood. Fuck it, we blood, bitch. I cut, bitch. We the same hoe, okay? So what I'm saying is that one, that's different. But for real, honestly, like Sable, Will, Royce, and Berlin, I knew they weren't gonna make it the whole entire season, because at the end of the day, I started to see laziness, pure lazy. It was the excuses for me.
Yes, please, this is a conversation.
Are you okay with the changes? Like, I know you said you had your certain people that you want or that you knew would be here. Like, having to not have certain people and either swap them out or not bring nobody else on. Like, are you okay with that?
I would say honestly that I am okay with. I'm not okay with keep swapping people out, because it gets old real quick. Right. It gets old very quick. But having the same people that are going to be content, I'm much fine with that. I'm fine with that, because I know that at the end of the day, like what they do say is called For the Life of Anthony. It's not called For the Life of Anthony, which would have been a dumb name in Friends. That would have been stupid. But I just didn't see that. But I just felt
sounds like a webinar.
Right. So I just kind of like got into like the whole situation. Just like if these are people part of my life, and no matter what, I could have them on board and showcase what they do as well. So it worked out.
Right.
We got intros.
Yeah. But you know what? Right. At the end of the day, as annoying as it might be to switch people out, it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, because everybody's not gonna grow with you.
No.
And I said that from the jump. But he doesn't have to.
You ain't gotta add anybody. Yeah, you ain't gotta replace anybody.
Say like, are you?
You know, but at the end of the day,
brings me back to my first question. It's when already full cast.
Yeah.
It's great to have you.
Right, yeah.
But like I said, it's for the life of Anthony, so as long as Anthony's showing up.
And I'm gonna say
seen
regardless.
her coming though, because like when I was talking about the dancing thing,
Yeah.
she's gonna be a part. It makes sense to.
Because honestly, Robin did ask me. She was like, you know, did you ever go to Cheyenne and ask her about being a part of the show?
You did, but that's when we fell out.
Yeah.
That's when we had our miscommunication. It was literally right before the first episode aired when we had our falling out because we had talked about it.
Season 2?
No, the first season.
Season 1?
Season
oh,
1.
yeah, I
Because
did
we
talk to
fell
her
out
about
back
it,
in
yeah.
like October,
Yeah,
something like that. And you aired like real soon, like 2-3 months later.
Yeah.
So,
And season 1. Yeah.
Because
you were already talking about
we fell out right before everything happened. So, I mean, but back to what I was saying, you know, everybody's not meant to grow with you. And it's like, it's the people who are able to say, okay, yeah, I fucked up. You know, we had our miscommunication. Yeah, you was right. Yeah, I was wrong or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, our friendship means so much more than whatever miscommunication it was.
Exactly.
Same for, I'm sure, I mean, I don't want to speak for Ebony, but Ebony's sitting on this couch right now compared to some other people who's been through the whole entire season, you know, so it's deeper than just the show, you know.
Do you feel that you were portrayed well on the show? Do you feel like you were like a victim of editing or anything?
I don't want to say a victim. You got some good parts. There are some pieces that was like going back and watching, and I'm like, damn, I said that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Ebony come in, I was like, all right, let me go back and rewatch this video. What did I say about Ebony? Because we have a friendship, but I never wanted you to feel like I was throwing shade at you, because that was never the case. So when I when I heard Ebony was coming, I was like, okay, that's one person I don't want to be pissed off. That's exactly what I said. I said, damn, you got me sitting next to Ebony. Okay. But I don't feel like I said anything that would jeopardize our friendship. I feel like I spoke how I felt on the situation without knowing all the key parts. And I probably shouldn't have said some of the things that I said, like I said, without knowing all the key parts. But you just put in what I said. I said what I said, and I ain't afraid to admit what I said, you know, because everything I said was true. And in my part and how I feel, because at the end of the day, it's all our confessions are our opinions. So if anybody has a problem with it, you speak on it, and I'll be more than happy to address it. So now I don't feel like I was a victim at all.
I love that.
I love it.
So
she grown now.
Cheyenne, her first season. Do we think we're gonna see Cheyenne next season? What do you tell me, Cheyenne? Are we gonna see you next season?
Y'all gonna see me as much as y'all can see me. Anthony knows how it is. But with.
All right. Well, we're excited to see a little bit more of our new fresh face, Cheyenne. All right, y'all. So let's just shift gears just a little bit. So as we know, looking good at you. Royce and Will are not here today, but there has been some issues between the two of them going all the way back to season 1. So we are going to kind of discuss them a little bit. So let's just kind of look at the issues between Will and not Robin, Royce.
They both got R's. And R-O in both names.
Yeah. Except for you. Okay. Here's this phone so I can share my
I can't wait.
Oh, no. Don't come out. Oh. It was lame as hell. Anthony was not lame. Did nobody know Will?
Why she gotta say it like that?
Nobody know Will, okay? Ooh, shade here, B. He said it though.
No comment.
Then you ain't got no comment.
Right.
You
said it.
Say it right.
I keep my mouth closed.
For the first time. No, I'm just kidding.
Well. It was a little spicy, heavy on the Indian curry on that little segment. So, just to kind of bring everybody to speed, Anthony and Royce had a disagreement a few months ago that continues to carry on. So that is the reason why Royce is not here. And that was before we got into post-production of the show. And so Royce didn't get to do confessionals or anything like that because they weren't aren't in communication since then. But then William, we had him for post-production to begin. He came and done his initial confessionals. But after his initial confessionals, him and Anthony found themselves at odds. And so I'm actually going to defer to Anthony for my first question about their situation. Do you feel that the conflict between Royce and Will had anything to do with why William is not a part of the show anymore?
Tune in next week for part 2 of the season 2 For the Life of Anthony reunion special. See y'all there.